Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Pure Biology, and today I come with another video that is the Serine Threonine Kinase Receptor. Okay, so there are generally three types of receptors. So already I have explained the two types of receptors, and this is the last one receptor that regarding to the cell signaling process. And before going to this topic, I want to say thank you to all of you who have already subscribed my channel, and my humble request to the newcomers, that means the who are very new in my channel, if this channel is helpful to you, please this share and subscribe, obviously to give your support for this channel. Okay, let's continue. The serine threonine kinase receptor. So generally serine threonine kinase receptors transduce the signals for what? For the TGF beta family. Okay, they transduce their signals for the TGF beta family. TGF means transforming growth factor beta. Okay, and these receptors, obviously this means these receptors. Okay, these are single pass transmembrane proteins with serine threonine kinase domain on the cytosolic end. That means these are the single pass transmembrane proteins with serine threonine kinase domain, and they remain on the cytosolic end. Okay, sorry. So here there are generally two classes of, okay, what I am saying that the receptors, these two receptors, these are actually single pass transmembrane proteins with the serine threonine kinase domain. Okay, and they remain on the cytosolic end. And there are two types of receptors. One is the type 1, another is the type 2. Okay, so the TGF beta superfamily that consists of a large number of structurally related secretory dimeric proteins. So there are many dimeric proteins present within this TGF beta family. Okay, there are many dimeric proteins present in this TGF beta superfamily, and this includes TGF beta also themselves, some activins, and another is the BMS. What is BMS? BMS is the bone morphogenetic proteins. These are all included as dimeric proteins. Okay. So these are included within these dimeric proteins. Now this BMPs, these constitute a largest family. Okay, so these are the largest family because here the varieties of the BMPs, okay, so this is high, so that's why it is called the largest family. Okay, and each number of TGF beta superfamily that binds to a characteristic combination of type 1 and type 2. So simple word is that this TGF beta superfamily, or you can say that the proteins of TGF beta superfamily that binds to type 1 and type 2 receptors. Okay, both of which are required for signaling. Typically, okay, so here not individual receptor is responsible for transferring the signal. That means two receptors, type 1 and type 2, both are needed for this transferring the signals. Okay, so here first what is happening, that ligand binds to the type 2 receptor and activate this type 2 receptors. Okay, and when the type 2 receptors becomes activated, then it phosphorylates and it also activates type 1 receptor. Okay, and obviously here type 1 receptor and type 2 receptor, they remain as homodimer. Okay, and now here the type 1 and type 2 both form a tetrameric receptor complex. Clear? A tetrameric receptor complex. And once activated receptor complex uses a strategy. That means, what is saying that if the receptor complex becomes activated, they use a strategy, and both the receptors, they activated receptors, they act togetherly. You can say togetherly, and they use a strategy. For what? They use the strategy for transferring the signal to the nucleus, or rapidly relaying the signal to the nucleus. The type 1 receptor directly binds and phosphorylates the gene regulatory proteins. So what is the role of now type 1? The type 1, when activated, they try to activate the proteins of the SMAD family, SMAD family. These proteins are the gene regulatory proteins. And if the SMAD family proteins, this becomes activated, what is happening that the translocation occurring from cytoplasm to nucleus. Okay, the translocation occurring from cytoplasm to nucleus, and where they try to control the gene expression. Clear? So it is occurring a very serial, you can say this, occurring in a way serially. That means first type 2, that becomes activated when ligand binds, then it becomes when it activated, it try to phosphorylate and then activates the type 1 receptor. And what is the role of the type 1 receptor? This type 1, okay, before this, the type 2 and type 1 receptor both form a tetrameric receptor complex. Now what happening? This type 1 receptor directly binds with directly binds and phosphorylates a gene regulatory protein. So what is like that this type 1 receptors, when it is activated or it becomes activated, they try to activate the SMAD family gene regulatory proteins. Okay, and how they try to activate the SMAD family gene regulatory protein? They directly binds to them and phosphorylate to them. Okay, and after that, what is happening? The translocation of these proteins occurring from cytoplasm to nucleus, and obviously in that way the gene expression is controlled by this protein. So this is the actual serine threonine kinase receptors activity. This is very brief explanation obviously about these receptors. So after this, I will try to, in my next video, I will try to another important topic related to cell signaling. Here, up to this or till now, we have already learned about the different types of receptors and different types of pathways. So I have already explained the all type of pathways and the receptors. So you just check out all about the receptors and the pathways related to the cell signaling process. Okay, so in the next video, another important topic we will learn. Okay, so thank you and continue with my channel.